So today we're doing a deep dive into a serious piece of kit for anyone who's ever dealt with the headache of long video runs.
Oh, yeah. The classic problem.
Right. We've got the Kramer TP-580Txr here. And our mission is really to figure out how this little box just smashes through that distance barrier that normally kills a high-res video signal.
It's the struggle everyone knows. I mean, a standard HDMI cable is fine for, 3 feet from your console to your TV.
Sure.
But the moment you try to push a 4K signal more than, say, 15 or 20 feet, physics just gets in the way. You get dropouts, sparkles, or nothing.
Just a black screen.
Yeah.
And this unit, the Kramer, it's designed specifically to solve that with HDBaseT technology.
Exactly.
Looking at the specs, it's not just like a long cable, it's an active transmitter. It's actually converting the HDMI input.
Right. It converts it into a signal that can travel over twisted pair copper, basically your standard C-neck cable.
Which is so much easier to pull through walls than those thick, stiff HDMI cables.
Oh, it's night and day. And because it's HDBaseT, the numbers we're talking about are they're significant.
Okay, so what are we looking at for range?
For a 4K signal at 60 hertz with 4.2.0 chroma subsampling, you're getting up to 100 meters.
100 meters, that's 330 feet.
330 feet.
Yeah, that 4.2.0 detail is key, though. It means it's being clever with the bandwidth to get that distance without, choking the pipe.
It has to be, but what I found really interesting in the manual is what they call ultra mode.
Okay.
If you're not running 4K, let's say it's just 1080p for digital signage or something.
Right.
The range extends even further. It goes out to 180 meters.
Wait, 180? That's, what, nearly 590 feet?
Almost 2 football fields. For a copper run, it's wild.
My first question, though, with any extension like that is signal integrity. I mean, when you stretch a signal that thin, you usually lose something, right? The copyright flags, the handshake data.
A totally valid concern. But the spec sheet is pretty clear. It's not stripping the signal down. It maintains full HDMI 2.0 and, crucially, HDCP 2.2 compliance.
So all your modern protected content will actually play?
It will play. And it supports deep color, lip sync, 3D, all of it. The display at the other end shouldn't even know it's 500 feet away from the source.
Speaking of the display knowing things, let's talk control. Because you're not just sending video in a real install. You need to control the gear. I'm seeing bidirectional here for RS-232 and IR.
And that is absolutely crucial for any system integrator. This thing isn't just a video pipe, it's a data tunnel.
So what does bidirectional actually mean in this context?
It means data flows both ways. So your control processor sitting in the rack can, turn on the projector 300 feet away using the exact same CA table that's carrying the video.
That saves so much labor. You don't need a separate control wire.
Not at all. And you caught this in the manual. You can even update the firmware over that same RS-232 connection.
Oh, that's a lifesaver. So you don't have to get on a ladder and pull it out of a ceiling grid 6 months later.
Exactly. You can just push the update from the control room.
Okay, what about the other thing that always breaks on long runs? The E-diode handshake. The dreaded input not supported error.
Right. Well, this uses Kramer's iEDIDE-CRO algorithm. It's an intelligent EDIDE process that basically just handles the pass-through instantly.
So it's proper plug and play.
It is. The source knows exactly what display it's talking to, so you don't get that black screen on startup.
Okay, so the video is solid, the control is there. What about audio? That's usually the first thing to get compressed or downgraded to save bandwidth.
It seems like they didn't compromise. The specs say it supports up to 32 channels of uncompressed digital stereo. It handles Dolby True HD and DTS HD.
So you could absolutely use this in a high-end home theater.
For sure. The sound is going to travel just as perfectly as the pixels.
And physically, it's one of the Digitools enclosures, right? The little metal boxes.
It is. Compact, aluminum, and this is a key detail for a lot of installs. It's fanless.
Which means silent. No buzzing noise during quiet scenes.
No moving parts to fail, no noise, and it's flexible. You can drop it in a ceiling, or you can mount 3 of them side by side in a single 1U rack space.
And I see the little status LEDs on the front for HDMI and HDBT.
Invaluable. You can see at a glance if you have a link and if you have video. Cuts troubleshooting time in half.
So when you step back and look at the whole picture, the range, the control, the build quality, this is basically the invisible bridge that makes modern AV possible.
That's a great way to put it. It completely decouples the source from the display. It gives you the freedom to put your gear where it makes sense, not just, where the cable can reach.
It really makes you think about how much tech is hidden away in the walls just to get a picture from point A to point B.
It really does. And here's a thought to leave you with. The next time you walk through a mall with those perfectly synchronized video walls, or you sit in a big modern lecture hall, think about the invisible infrastructure. It's almost never just a simple wire in the wall. It's a whole system of active transmission, just like this, working behind the scenes to keep our digital world connected.
Something to mull over. Thanks for listening to this deep dive. We'll catch you on the next one.